Everybody, what is up? It's Berlin. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. Hope you all had a great day. Ready for the weekend now. Woo! Weekend. I love a Friday. Anyway, let's get into some drama. This is going to be a bit of a kind of beauty drama, YouTuber drama video. There's a little bit of stuff going on that I wanted to talk about. I know the drama's been kind of, a little bit kind of sparse this week, but I'm back with a bit for you now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is Michaela Nagera. Now, I made a video earlier in the week about Michaela Nagera and about how she was called out for being entitled on TikTok. Now, since all of that happened, Michaela actually hasn't been back to TikTok. So Michaela Nagera, if you don't know, very popular TikToker in the beauty world. She's got like 13 million followers or something ridiculous on TikTok, like huge amount of followers. And since she was called out for being entitled when she was starting to blow up, she made a video where she was sitting down having a salad and talking about being an influencer that was clapping back to somebody who called her out. In that video where she was sitting eating a salad, she was being really entitled, saying, oh my God, you should try being an influencer for one day, and all this kind of stuff. People didn't like it. They got mad. Michaela got dragged on TikTok last week for this and hasn't been back to TikTok since. Of course, a lot of people rightly called Michaela out because, they have jobs that are very strenuous, or they have jobs that are demanding hours or whatever. And Michaela, one of her complaints was about just finishing work and it being 5:19, after getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, making like a few TikToks, editing those TikToks, and then doing a few Zoom meetings or whatever, complaining that her day had finished at 5:19. So she got really dragged, really roasted on TikTok for that. Hasn't been back to TikTok since, but the tea is now that Michaela is continuing to post over on YouTube. She's doing like these little YouTube shorts videos, and I'm like, oh, okay. So rather than choosing to apologize to her followers on TikTok, her millions and millions of followers on TikTok, Michaela has chosen to simply post on another platform. I'm like, wow, damn, like that really says it all, right? Really says it all, because people were roasting Michaela so hard on TikTok. She took herself to YouTube instead and said, oh, I'm going to upload little shorts here. I'm like, girl, like, where's the accountability? Where is the accountability? And where is the apology to your fans who've given you like the lifestyle that you've got, who've helped you get that $2 million house that you've moved into? Where is the kind of like thank you and the sorry to those fans? I'm like, girl, that is so shady. So fucking shady of Michaela to do that. I'm like, that's really sneaky, like, oh, you've been called out on one platform, so you move over to another and you just hope that people will forget about your controversy. But the thing is, it wasn't only Michaela's entitlement, there was also the thing that, do you guys remember when Michaela released her Glam Light Michaela Part 2 palette? Well, when she released that palette, it was at the time when Roe v. Wade was overturned, and Michaela made like a whole ass TikTok crying and saying that she was going to give the profits from that palette and that collection to a Roe v. Wade fund. Well, we never heard any more about that, did we? Like, we never heard any more about that on TikTok. And that's another thing. So she swept all of that under the rug and now moved over to YouTube, where she's uploading shorts. Girl, this is like even worse than something that Jaclyn Hill would do, in my opinion. Like, we've seen Jaclyn Hill do some shit, some shenanigans, but this, I'm like, Michaela, like, it just makes her look like faker than fake at this point. Honestly, like, oh my God. Michaela girl. Oh, I don't know. She's one to watch out for. Like, honestly, her behavior to me screams like faker than fake. Like, she will do whatever it takes to get to the top of her game, whatever it takes. Like, I mean, she's already pretty much at the top of her game because she's so popular on TikTok, has been so popular over there. She's made her money. She's just bought this lovely house with her fiance, you know, but I'm like, damn, you know, now people are calling her out. She doesn't like it. So she's hopped over to YouTube instead. Girl. Girl. Oh my God. The tea. Anyway, let's move on. Another person that I'm going to talk about in this video is going to be Ryland Adams. Why am I going to talk about Ryland Adams? Because, you know, I watch all of Ryland Adams' vlogs. I watch the SIP. You know, I love his content. But he did something that people might find a little bit kind of problematic. Because he was eating Chick-fil-A. Now, Chick-fil-A got in a huge scandal years ago with the gays, with the queer community. So Chick-fil-A, the food chain, were in a huge scandal with the gays, and Ryland Adams decided to go on Snapchat and show off eating Chick-fil-A with Shane Dawson.
We're doing something most girlies wouldn't love. You know that saying when they used to be like, he's a 10, but he eats Chick-fil-A as a gay man.
Hey, I'm bi, so I can be half homophobic and it's fine. Let's eat some Chick-fil-A.
Honestly, might not be anything better than this. Fantastic.
It was funny because Shane was going, oh, well, I'm only half problematic because I'm bisexual. And then you had Ryland sitting there, like, stuffing his face with Chick-fil-A. I'm like, oh, you're going to get roasted. Like, as much as I love Ryland, he might get roasted for this by some other drama channels. Me, I'm like, girl, live your life, do what you're going to do. But, you know, I don't know. I don't like to support homophobic stuff, and I don't like to support transphobic stuff or anything like that, you know. But each to their own, you know. If Ryland wants to have his Chick-fil-A and enjoy it, let him. But, like, girl, some drama channel somewhere will call that out and make it a huge problem. Woo! The fan, it's gone. Chaos. Friday chaos. Oh, yeah, here we go. So I hope that Ryland very much enjoyed his homophobic burger. I mean, it looked like quite a nice burger, but it looked like a homophobic burger as well. So, I don't know. Anyway, the makeup look that I did today, I hope you can tell, it's supposed to be like a bit of a spiderwebby look. I found this little headband. I had to kind of like chuck a look together without like much thought today because, like, you know, you come in from work and whatnot, and then you're just like, okay, right, let's film something. Let's film a few drama videos. And it's like, okay, well, what can I do that's kind of Halloween-y? So this is what I came up with at like quick notice. It's a bit kind of crazy, but you know, I've got my spider web here. I've got my little spiders as well in the web, little cheapy placky spiders and a bit of black lipstick. You know, I used actually, now I'm going to get cancelled saying about like Ryland getting cancelled for his Chick-fil-A homophobic burger. I'm going to get cancelled for this. I used the Blood Money palette, the green one from Jeffree Star, and I also used the, where is it? Oh, it's up here. Sorry. The Pricked palette as well, the orange one. I was feeling very like green, orange, Halloween-y colours, so I used that one. I have these palettes, I paid for them, and I'm going to use them, you know. I'm not going to feel bad about using makeup that I've already paid for, you know, not at all. You know, I know Jeffree Star isn't in favour with a lot of people. I do realise that, of course, but, like, I like the makeup. I have the palettes here, and I know that a lot of drag queens and things use them and use them in secret. You know, they won't tell you that they're using it, but they use it. Like, you see them down there with a little palette and... Girl. Anyway, one other thing that I'm going to mention in this video is going to be about Gabbie Hanna. Gabbie Hanna, God, I made a few videos about Gabbie Hanna like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I think it was, because Gabbie was doing like way too much on TikTok. She was doing way too much. Like, now Gabbie has kind of not like fully started up doing what she was doing again, but she has kind of said some really controversial things recently. Well, they're controversial to me. Like Gabbie, one of her TikToks that she made recently, she was talking about mental health, and she went ahead and said schizophrenia, bipolar, and borderline personality are all the same thing. They're not. Like, girl, come on. Schizophrenia, borderline, like I have borderline personality disorder, so I know it's not the same as schizophrenia. Like with borderline personality disorder, you don't necessarily hear voices like you do with schizophrenia. You know, there are differences between these mental disorders. And Gabbie's TikTok was really kind of damaging to people who do live with these mental health disorders, because she was just generalizing and saying, oh, they're all exactly the same thing and you can get over it. You can just get over it. According to Gabbie Hanna, you can just get over it. Like mental health disorders, genuine mental health disorders need medicating, they need therapy, you know, you have to work at it. It's not like you just get over it. You just get up one day and you decide, oh, I'm going to get over it. You know what I mean? It's not like that. And Gabbie Hanna's TikTok was actually very, very damaging. Like borderline, I know because I live with it. You know, I know that I can be very like one extreme or the other. I know that I can suffer from very kind of black and white thinking. You know, I know what comes with that. And schizophrenia, I don't know what comes with that because I don't live with it. But I do know that with borderline personality disorder, you can suffer from like paranoia and occasionally like delusions or something, but it's not the same as schizophrenia, where those people do hear voices. Like bipolar, I know that sometimes people who suffer with bipolar might kind of hear voices and things, but like it's not the same as borderline personality disorder or schizophrenia still, you know. So to me, this is very much giving me like what Trisha Paytas used to do with the trolling about mental health. You know, we had Gabbie Hanna kind of going through it the other week. Like we didn't know if she was in like a manic state or hypomania or whatever. She was going through it as if she was, and it was really genuinely scary at the time. It got to the point with Gabbie Hanna where she actually let somebody into her home as well. That was actually really terrifying for me. She let like a complete stranger into her home. Now this Nick guy, his name's Nick, this guy that went into Gabbie Hanna's home, he actually uploaded a YouTube video recently as well, and I'm like, girl, what is this mess? You know, what is this mess? He uploaded a YouTube video essentially saying that he thought he did nothing wrong. Oh, I was being a good Samaritan. You know, I went in to check on Gabbie Hanna. I was, you know, making sure that she was okay. Like, dude, this Nick dude, he doxed Gabbie Hanna's car number plate, like, and all this stuff. He went through her medication, like filming it and putting it on his own TikTok, his own Instagram, all this kind of stuff. So he was blatantly clout chasing, and he's trying to pass it off still as, oh, I was only, you know, trying to do what was good for Gabbie and I was there to help her. He's still trying to pass it off like that. It's like, girl, you know, we know that you were not there to be the good Samaritan. We know that you were there because you heard that Gabbie Hanna was going viral on TikTok. And you thought you were going to come in on that gravy train and get some clout too. As much as I, you know, dislike things that Gabbie Hanna does, doing what that Nick guy did is fucking horrendous, and I would never do that to anybody. You don't go up to an influencer or a celebrity's house under the guise of, oh, can I use your toilet please? And then expose them, expose their medication, take advantage of someone who is possibly going through a bad mental episode. You just don't fucking do that, right? Anyway, I'm gonna like chill with that for now, and I'm gonna say take care, stay safe, stay well. Let me know what you think about all the MIKAYLA drama. Let me know what you think about the Gabbie Hanna thing, and also Ryland and his homophobic Chick-fil-A burger. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you again tomorrow.